I'm Dusty Litster with Deseret News Rewind, the most comprehensive video coverage of high school sports in the state of Utah. We cover every major sport in the state, bringing you live streams of all the top sports all the way through their state championship games. In football season, we bring the Sunday experience on Friday night. There's nothing else like it with Deseret News Rewind Live, bringing red zone coverage to high school football in the state of Utah. And one of the top videos we have is our top 5 plays, where we take in all the film that we shoot from our games, from video swap partners, and also the schools themselves and fans sending us videos for the Deseret News Rewind top 5 plays and performances of every single week. And then one of our crown jewels is the part interruption style show, Deseret News Rewind. Myself and Dane Stewart recapping the week that was in both boys and also in the girls sports as well, and talking about the kids and breaking things down to a granular level to reach right to the hearts of the parents and the students throughout the state of Utah. The purpose of what we do with Deseret News Rewind is to cover the kids and the schools, and your help and sponsorships allows us to expand what our coverage is going to be and help us become bigger and better with what we do, and continue to help us be on the cutting edge of any video coverage throughout the country as well. We are very passionate about what we do, about covering these kids. We've been over 15 years of broadcasting games and covering the kids in the state of Utah, and your support helps make it possible.
Welcome into Layton High School for this edition of Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. We've got a doozy of a ball game tonight coming to you up at Layton High School for this Region 1 matchup between the Davis Darts and the Layton Lancers. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. We've got a doubleheader for you here tonight from Layton High School, but we're going to start off with a dynamic girls matchup here in Region 1. The Davis Darts coming in 10-2 on the year. They were undefeated in non-region play before dropping a couple to Fremont and Syracuse. Coach Ann Jones done a great job with this Davis program, and we've got some talented youngsters on the floor today, including Kylie Mabry, the sophomore, averages 13 points a game for the Davis Darts. Their leading scorer, Tolman, the junior, has 6. Loveland, the senior, with 8. Arnold, the junior, with 6 in her own right. This is a talented Davis squad. Trying to get back on the right side of things, and a win today against their region rival would go a long way towards helping with that. How about the Layton Lancers, though? Coach Riesbeck doing a fantastic job. They're 6-5 on the season, but coming in at 4-1 in region play. They dropped a game against Syracuse. That was their first region loss. The Layton Lancers start off 4-0 in region play and looking to get back on the winning side of things here tonight. This is a talented Layton squad. When you look at the Lancers, they've got Haley Cuppett, the junior, 5'8", 14 points a game. Another junior in Cameron Moore, averaging 10-7. This Layton team, really talented, off to a great start, trying to get back on the winning side of things as Layton in the home white uniforms and Davis in the road grays as the Lancers control the opening tip. And we're underway here in Region 1, and an early turnover there by the Lancers. We talk about this region, Fremont, Syracuse, Layton, Davis, so loaded. And this game from an RPI standpoint, but also just from a flat-out regional rivalry standpoint, a lot on the line here tonight. There's a reason why we always love to do Davis-Layton games, is that clock did not get restarted on the inbound, hence the delay. But a great atmosphere here today, even for the sophomore game, which was before this one. And the stands starting to fill in here as the boys game coming up tonight. The lone 2 remaining undefeated teams in 6A going to be going head-to-head. We'll have that for you as well. Good entry here with Pitcher off the glass. And the Davis Darts are on the board. Pitcher, the senior center, averaging just 4, but nice job to get her involved early on here for Davis. Is up top, this is Valentine, plays it over with Moore up top, little pump fake there. And giving back out, this is Cuppett with it. Talk about Haley in our open. Been one of the real keys for this Layton squad. She has it again. Goes up top. Valentine, that shot blocked away by Levitt. Kelsey Levitt trying to finish on the other end and does. A great early start for the Davis Darts as it's 4-0, just over a minute into our contest. Cuppett. High screen for her. She's going to try the 3. That was deflected. It was Pitcher on the block for Davis. As she gets it back, baseline thought about it. And Pitcher will terminate and play it out up top with the Darts. As this is Loveland. Plays over with Levitt again. Oh, nice little head fake there off the glass for Mabry. First points of the night for the leading scorer for the Darts, and it's 6-0. Cuppett goes up top. This is Roberts, Anessa Roberts, the senior, and out of bounds again. Coach Jones gives a little 5 there to Reagan Hansen. She was coming over to inbound, and she's got to be thrilled with the start of her Darts here tonight. High screen, Hansen plays it over with Pitcher, and now near side Loveland. Mabry gives it back over to Levitt. That shot too strong, and the rebound is to the Lancers as Bonham leading the break for Layton. Receives it back, hands it off, and now Cameron Moore will set up the offense here for the Lancers. Cup it up top. Bonham swings it over, now baseline with the Lancers. No three-point try here from Roberts. Gets that ball in with Moore, tough shot. Davis on the clear again. That ball led, and Mabry able to catch up to it, and a hand check there, the call, and a good one. As you saw Valentine there get her hand in the midsection, and that'll be the first team foul of the contest going on the Lancers. Davis to inbound is Phoebe Arnold, the junior, preparing to check in at the next whistle. She's at the scorer's table. Is that three-point try? No good. Battled and kept by Pitcher, but couldn't get it to drop. And the rebound is to Layton. Here comes Cameron Moore and the Lancers. Up ahead in the corner, Bonham trying to drive off the glass. Wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. Putback won't go. Third opportunity from 15, rims out. Fourth opportunity, and she walked with it. Boy, Cameron Moore, an A for a hustle on the play, but the baseline official had the travel. And Layton still unable to get their first score of the ball game. Here's Loveland. Pitcher, baseline. On one end, they're rolling out. On the other end, they're rolling in. It's 8-0 Davis. And an offensive foul called on Layton. Substitution for Davis. Callie Tolman going to come on for the Darts midway through our first quarter. Layton making to look a late substitution. They'll get it in as Jaden Segmiller, 5'8" sophomore, going to come on the floor here for Coach Riesbeck. That one batted away. The pitcher, the physicality, was able to keep the ball with Davis as the Layton fans jeering a little bit at the lack of a call there. Here is pitcher again. A good job of getting Arnold in the post, but didn't go there with the basketball. Here's Mabry in the paint. Tough shot, Mabry able to score it. 10-0 Davis. Coach Riesbeck gonna let Layton play through this a little bit. Up top with Valentine, and a foul here. Going to be called on Arnold. It'll be her first personal, first team foul on the Darts. 3:11 left here in our opening frame. Far side with Segmiller, now up top. Roberts thought about it, goes underneath. That shot blocked away. I think it was Mabry. Now we've got a foul on Layton. And this is going to be on Valentine. It'll be her second. Pressure here by the Lancers. Ooh, nearly stolen away. Segmiller was just waiting for that one. Here's Mabry. Playing up top, three-point try, count it, good! The three-pointer by Loveland is good. It's 13-0 Davis. Feeling good on the road. You're watching Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates, and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
When I go to an employer, I have military variants and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along.
Welcome back out of the Layton timeout. This has been a tough start for the Lancers here at home against their region rivals. That entry pass knocked away in the paint. I think that was Arnold able to deflect it, and out of the timeout, Layton doesn't even get a shot. Arnold ran through the paint, unable to get her the ball. It was a good job there by Moore to take away the passing lane. And here's Tolman. Gets it over with Arnold. She's going to try a three. That shot no good. And the rebound brought in by Cuppet for the Lancers. Inside of 2 minutes left here in our opening quarter. 13-0 Davis. A couple of turnovers by the Lancers have not helped here in this opening frame, but would love to get a bucket, and they do. Is Cameron Moore able to finally get one through the net. And it's 13-2 as again that pressure by Layton. Boy, good trap here. Got to be close to a 5-second count. We're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Jones. 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along.
Welcome back to Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates. And if you have any legal needs, give the experts at Heidemann and Associates a call, 801-754-4240. Tell them Deseret News Rewind sent you, and you'll get a free consultation from the experts at Heidemann and Associates. .121 left in the first. Near side with Hanson. Passes over Arnold, and she walked with it. Little zone look there by Layton, and a good job of moving laterally. Forces the turnover, and it's Layton basketball. Near side, here's Sigmiller. Cup it up top. A couple baseline screen trying to free up a shot as eventually Packard was able to get it. Here's Cuppet looking to drive, step back from the junction off the side. And the rebound cleared by Callie Tolman. Looking up the floor, caught that ball a little bit too deep, and now Layton able to reset defensively. Extra pass, a three from Mabry, and that shot was no good. Well, it was one of those where you weren't quite certain if it went in or not. Saved and recovered by Tolman for the Darts. 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Over with Arnold. And that one's stolen away. Then knocked away, but kept here by Moore. Moore blocked out of bounds. A foul instead coming from the sideline, and it'll be two shots coming up here for the captain, Cameron Moore. 9.4 seconds left here on the clock. been about as worse of a start as Layton could have in this game, and more with a chance here for 2 free throws, and that's been how the first quarter has gone for Layton. One of those where you just don't expect that on your home gym. Certainly a lot of time still to overcome that, as more on a second try is good. 13-3, the advantage for the visitors. 5 seconds left, lofted back over, Tolman. And they won't get a shot away. Tried to skip it across. Nearly went for Levitt, but it was after the horn. First quarter comes to a close. All Davis to start. You're watching Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann & Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
When I go to an employer, I have military variance and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
Getting ready to start the second quarter, 13-3 Davis. Deseret News Rewind is presented by Heidemann Associates, brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. As the Darts have had an impressive start today, Layton, we started to see that trap come a little bit more here in the late part of that first quarter, and now in the second. Trying to create some turnovers as this ball finds its way into the paint. Hansen couldn't score it, and Layton an opportunity here on the offensive side now. Packard with it. Not a lot of movement here for Layton. They get it to Cup it. Trying to free up some space as Mabry was defending her. How about that shot? Smooth for Haley Cuppet. We told you the junior leads Layton in scoring, 14 a game, and boy, confidently able to hit that little step back over Kylie Mabry. That one sent across the pane and deflected out by Sigmiller. It'll stay here. So Hansen to inbound for the Darts. That one recovered by Tolman, nearly lost it. Here's Mabry. Terminates her dribble, now looking for help, able to get it over with Levitt. Tolman, back up top, Levitt. That drive shut down, nice piece of defensive work there by the Lancers. High screen, they're able to get it over. Levitt fouled on the shot, and Kelsey Levitt now heading to the line. Is a great job rolling after that screen to the rim, able to get to the ball, and the contact there certainly affecting the shot there from the senior. Kelsey here rewarded with 2 free throws coming up for the Darts. First one good. That will end the little 5-0 run there by Layton. As Hannah Loveland comes back on the floor here for the Darts. 6:21 left in our first half. Second free throw. Count it. Lead pushed back to 10. Up top, Cuppet now near side with more. Sigmiller with it, a little pump fake, pulls just inside the line and just short. Nice move there by Sigmiller. In the paint, pitcher had it knocked away, and boy, a Davis player went flying into the bench as Cuppett was trying to get the ball. Nothing malicious there, but Mabry's going to lose that matchup, and it will be Davis basketball. I think that's the right call. I was surprised there was discussion over it. I thought Cuppett had that ball while standing out. So Davis to inbound. Pitcher, a no-look pass to Mabry, and that one too strong. Cuppett with the clear. There's Sigmiller. Trying to work. Now we'll use that screen by Stevens. Shot off target. And the rebound is Loveland. Nice little use of the pump fake. As Hansen able to get the defender in the air, take a dribble around and into some space. 17-5, the advantage for the Darts. We got a foul away from the ball. This is going to be on Hansen. Substitutions coming on for the Lancers include Sierra Bonham as well as Sweeten. The ball inbounded to Bonham, who just came on, able to be kept by Cuppett. Now Davis with a little zone and trap. Mabry takes it away. Mabry on the run, spins around. Kylie Mabry, the sophomore, with the steal and finish on the other end. And it's the largest lead of the contest for the Darts. Here's Cuppett. Trying to drive, now looking for help. We'll get it back to Sweeten. Hand it off to Moore. Approaching the midway point of this second quarter, three-point try, long, and the rebound is Loveland. Davis with a three, that one off target, and then out off of Layton. What a play made by Annie Pitcher, the senior. Started off the game with points and makes a heady play there. Substitution for the Lancers, Inessa Roberts going to come on the floor here for Stevens. Loveland. Tried to play that one over the top to Hansen, and instead Hansen will pick up the foul. I think this is going to be her second. It will be, and she'll come out of the game. Substitution for Davis includes Tolman back on the floor. Also had another sub for the Darts. I want to say it's Arnold who's defending here. Sweeten up top. Moore trying to drive. Shot off the mark, and the rebound brought down by Levitt. Davis up the floor quickly. Boy, they had Loveland, excuse me, it wasn't Loveland, it was Tolman. Open, but couldn't get at their basketball. Here's Mabry. Look in the direction of Loveland, able to get it there as the defensive Moore had come out. Again, moving without the basketball a couple times for Davis, has created space. Mabry, tough shot, a little too strong. And the rebound brought in. And a timeout going to be taken by Layton. 2:39 left, 19-5, Davis leading their rival, the Layton Lancers. Timeout. Layton, you're watching Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. Out of the Lancer timeout, Layton basketball is Cuppet using the screen straight away. Haley Cuppet again. She's carried the load today offensively. I'm going to say she has 5 of their 8 points. Corner, 3. Uncontested, and the roll will go down for the Davis Darts. As that was Tolman from the corner. Tolman, good piece of hustle there defensively to shut down the drive from Bonham. And the Lancers now starting to find some rhythm offensively. This is Tolman again. We'll play over with Mabry. Layton still in that zone. Skip it across. Mabry baseline drive off the mark, and it will be Davis basketball. Three-point try off the inbound, just short on the shot from Loveland. Moore ahead and travel. Bonham was frustrated with herself, the senior captain, coming down the floor. You could see she was dissatisfied on that particular play. Is back to that 1-3-1. Tough shot, wouldn't go down for the Darts. If you're a Layton fan, you're probably saying, finally, something that doesn't roll in for Davis. Cuppet, again that little step back. Davis up the floor quickly. Three-point try, count it, good. Hannah Loveland with a nice answer for the Darts, and every time Layton has felt like maybe getting a little skipping their step, Davis has had an answer as Layton goes inside with Roberts. She's able to score, and I think the first bucket of the game for Anessa. And now we start to see this pace pick up a little bit like I think that we expected. Inside of 10 seconds left in the half, clock down to 5. They try to get it in the paint, and no call. And now the dual possession will come with 1.5 seconds left. The arrow will give it to the Lancers. So the defense of Layton able to prevent a Davis shot, but they still got a little bit of work here to do. I'm going to try to loft it in. It's taken away. Loveland will throw it up, but this will be off the mark, and we've hit the half. 25-14, the Davis Darts have the lead on the road in this Region 1 rivalry. You're watching Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
Dusty Litster with Deseret News Rewind, the most comprehensive video coverage of high school sports in the state of Utah. We cover every major sport in the state, bringing you live streams of all the top sports all the way through their state championship games. In football season, we bring the Sunday experience on Friday night. There's nothing else like it with Deseret News Rewind Live, bringing red zone coverage to high school football in the state of Utah. And one of the top videos we have is our top 5 plays, where we take in all the film that We shoot from our games, from video swap partners, and also the schools themselves and fans sending us videos for the Deseret News Rewind top 5 plays and performances of every single week. And then one of our crown jewels is the part interruption style show, Deseret News Rewind. Myself and Dane Stewart recapping the week that was in both boys and also in the girls sports as well, and talking about the kids and breaking things down to a granular level to reach right to the hearts of the parents and the students throughout the state of Utah. The purpose of what we do with Deseret News Rewind is to cover the kids and the schools, and your help and sponsorships allows us to expand what our coverage is going to be and help us become bigger and better with what we do, and continue to help us be on the cutting edge of any video coverage throughout the country as well. We are very passionate about what we do, about covering these kids. We've been over 15 years of broadcasting games and covering the kids in the state of Utah, and your support helps make it possible.
And welcome back to Layton High School. Start of the second half, 25-14, the advantage for the Davis Darts. And for Layton, felt like the last couple minutes of that second quarter, they were maybe starting to find a little bit of rhythm. Now they switch ends, so we'll see if the friendliness that has been experienced on the east end tonight will get experienced now by the Layton Lancers in the second half. And I don't think that first possession in the second half necessarily will be the ultimate say, but you see Layton had a couple of those types of plays in the first half, and Davis with a turnover on their first possession of this second half. Here's Moore. Gets that ball inside, and probably wisely so, kicked back out to Moore, and that shot won't go down. The rebound is to Levitt for the Darts. Terminated near half court. That one thrown over for Mabry and out of play. Davis with 2 possessions and 2 turnovers to start this third quarter. Nice baseline pass over to Moore. Tough shot. Skips across the rim. And the rebound brought down by Levitt again. Here's Mabry, defended by Valentine. She picked up 2 early fouls and sat for a majority of the rest of that first half. As that 3 long, out of bounds off of Davis. Coach Jones thought that was deflected. The official there didn't see it that way. Far side. Bonham couldn't get the shot to drop. Mabry. Boy, good hesitation. Tough reverse. But Mabry has had a nice game here tonight. How about the hesitation to open up the driving lane and then the impressive reverse finish through traffic. A soft spot in that zone, shot too strong from Roberts, and Davis coming up the floor. Boy, inside positioning gained that time by Levitt. She's able to get to the rim, and the defense behind her able to lay it up off the glass, 29-14. And I think this is the largest lead of the contest. We have a foul here, extended, called on Hanson. I think that's her 3rd. It is. Substitutions for both sides. For Davis, Tolman comes on the floor, as does Arnold. Meanwhile, for Layton, Sigmiller back on. Here's Moore. Able to get that ball to Cup it. Able to crawl it over the front of that rim. Haley Cuppet has had a nice game tonight. And that shot has been, I believe, the closest one that she's attempted in the contest. Is a drive here by Mabry, too strong. And the rebound to the Lancers with Sigmiller. Hands it over to Cuppet. They were ready for that step back there. I don't know that she was thinking about shooting that, but that step back has been solid tonight from 15. The pump fake. Now Sigmiller will take the 3. Off target, kept. Valentine able to regather to Moore. That shot no good. Offensive rebound wouldn't go down and tapped out. As Levitt now running it up with the Darts, hands it off. Tolman, and she is fouled. Callie Tolman here will head to the line. 4:14 left in our third quarter. Layton scored the first 13 of the contest. Davis scored the first 13 of the contest, and they've been able to keep that lead largely above single figures since that point. As the first free throw from Tolman, no good. Second one is. Substitution for the Darts, Annie Fuller comes on the floor. So we approach the midway point in our third quarter. Over with Cuppet, and a foul here. Maybe going to be called. Cuppet looking to inbound, does so to Roberts, now receives it back. Cuppet, Mabry was coming over to help shut down the baseline and did so. Here's Moore, back with Cuppet. Sigmiller over with Cuppet and an offensive foul, illegal screen. That three would have been good and Layton could have used it. Instead, they turn it over. A lot of jockeying going on here in the Layton student section. They all want to have prime seating for that matchup coming up here in just under an hour. The boys' game between Davis and Layton. Is Davis able to break the pressure, couldn't finish, and Mabry comes up with the offensive rebound. Working inside, Sigmiller comes down to help. That shot no good, but kept here for Davis with Phoebe Arnold. That shot unable to get it away by Tolman, and it's going to stay here with Davis. Lancer's substitution is Sweeten coming back on the floor here for Roberts. Inbound to Tolman. High screen. Step back of her own from Mabry. But that shot short, and it will be Lancer basketball. Moore near side to Cuppet. Sigmiller terminated in the corner, able to find Cuppet. Moore cleared away space, offensive foul. Annie Pitcher coming on the floor for the Darts, 2:42 remaining here in our third quarter. Mabry, boy, nifty pass inside, but the Lancer D able to collapse down. Couldn't keep it. Last touch by the Darts. Moore. And a blocking foul going to be called here on the Darts. This is going to be the fourth team foul in our second half. Layton will inbound. Moore for three. Too strong. And the rebound is to Levitt. Tolman. And a foul here going to be called, I believe, on Sigmiller. It is. I said it was 14 fouls on Davis. My apologies, it was just 3. Scoreboard, they are sharp tonight. 4th team foul there on Layton. And the second coming on Sigmiller. That one stolen away by Sigmiller. Sigmiller into traffic, and we're going to get a dual possession. Arrow will keep it here with the Lancers. Moore to inbound, able to find a wide open Sweeten, who finishes. Nice play off the inbound, the high screen to free up Sweeten. Davis slow to recover, and Layton able to score, and now a rebound gathered by Sweeten, and here come the Lancers. Sigmiller, little pull-up, too strong, offensive rebound, no, dual possession. So it'll go back to the Darts here, thanks to the arrow. Substitution for Davis, Hannah Loveland. The senior comes back on the floor as Kelsey Levitt will get a well-earned breather. As we approach 1 minute left here in our third quarter. Over to Arnold, that shot was too strong. Moore leading the run out for Layton. Three-point try from Sigmiller is good. And it is down to single digits here late in the third. That skip pass too long, and it's a Davis turnover. Substitution for the Lancers. Packard coming back on the floor. Here's Cuppet, she'll try the three. That wouldn't go down, close, and now we've got a foul here. No, a dual possession. Good work underneath by Layton, and the Lancers will keep it here. Moore will inbound, 27 seconds left in our third quarter. Sigmiller, and a foul. Picked up by Arnold. Third personal on Phoebe. Layton will inbound again. Moore, baseline. Good piece of work there by Loveland to not allow a shot. Inside of 20 seconds left in the third. Sigmiller, how about that? Left the defender, but that one wouldn't go down. And it's Mabry on the other end. Clock down to 3 seconds left. Moore won't get a shot away, and the third quarter comes to a close. 32-21. The Darts with the lead. The fourth quarter coming up next. You're watching Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates, and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard.
When I go to an employer, I have military variance and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
Deseret News Rewind is presented by the Utah Army National Guard. If you're thinking of taking that next step in your life but not quite certain how you're going to afford it, check out the Utah Army National Guard, where you can earn up to a $20,000 signing bonus available through the Utah Army National Guard, or up to $20,000 in educational assistance. To learn more, visit www.nationalguard.com. It's an 11-point advantage for the visiting Darts to start the fourth. Back to that 1-3-1. Mabry gonna throw it back up top. 3-point try. Count it, good. Boy, big made three by Loveland to push this back up to 14. Moore finding some space on the drive and left it short. Davis on the run. Here comes Tolman. And she gets fouled from behind. This foul going to be called on Packard. No, excuse me. Going to go on Stevens. Second personal on Stevens. A foul underneath will be on Stevens again as they go back inside to Annie Pitcher. That's how Davis started off the game, was getting the senior involved in the blocks, and they do it here early on in the fourth, and she gets rewarded with 2 free throws, as that was the 6th team foul on the Lancers here in the second half. So Davis will be shooting free throws the rest of the way as Pitcher first free throw doesn't go down. She does have a second. Missed them both. Cup it. Looking to drive. Little step through and an offensive foul on Cuppet. Layton extending that pressure here. Mabry able to find Loveland, another three. Back of the rim and the rebound to the Lancers. Sigmiller, a drive. The shot was blocked, but a foul before that. And they're going to say on the shot here on Pitcher. So 2 free throws coming up for Jaden Sigmiller. Fifth team foul on the Darts. 6:25 left in the quarter as Sigmiller misses the first. She has a smile on her face, like, you know, some nights it's just not your night. And she had a nice made three, but she's had a couple of opportunities that I'm sure she would love to have another chance at, as she goes 1 of 2 on the trip to the line, and Coach Riesbeck will call the timeout. Timeout, Layton. 6:28 left. We'll be back.
When I go to an employer, I have military variance and education on my resume, and it's always impressed them. It's always given me that edge. They know that I'm somebody that would be dependable and hardworking, that I know how to work in stressful environments, but still overcome it and get the job done. I know I owe that all to the National Guard and joining the military.
Welcome back to Layton High School. Doubleheader for you tonight here on Deseret News Rewind. The boys' game set to tip off at 7 o'clock, and if you're preparing to come on out, well, folks, when you get here, just go for the stairs because the lower sections are full. It is going to be a packed house tonight, a great energy, always is for Davis Layton. 2 boys teams coming in, each at 12-0, so that'll be a game to check out here tonight on Deseret News Rewind. Now the timeout, nearly stolen. It was deflected, but Davis able to handle it. They get it up the floor And they finish. Tolman going to be credited with the bucket. Pitcher, founder, and we've got a foul here. Offensive. Well, we mentioned the darts. They started off 7-0. Excuse me, 8-0, if I recall, before losing to Fremont and lost to Syracuse. And Coach Jones has to feel really good about the performance she has seen tonight from the Davis Darts, is going the other end, and that shot no good. My apologies, they started off, yeah, it was 8-0. Here's a three-point try by Cuppet, couldn't hit it. That's Davis basketball. Mentioned they lost two, have defeated Roy and Clearfield since then. And you can see this Davis team, when they can play as a unit, they've got a lot of different contributors that can score, and the defense largely really good. There's another steal by this Davis defense, and then ended up giving it back. Signaler thought about the shot, will throw it out, but that's behind Cuppet. Cuppet will touch it, but that'll be a backcourt violation. .502 left in regulation. High screen, they try to get it back to Arnold. That play has been there for most of the night. That high screen and roll as Layton able to hit the three thanks to Packard. Davis up the floor quickly. Arnold again. That one too strong. Tried to be touched out by Mabry, but she'll pick up the foul here. Loose ball foul. That is a 16 foul. Mentioned 8 on the Lancers. So free throws both ways for the remaining 4:25. Drive, blocked away. Numbers for the Darts. Mabry hands it off. Three-point try from Layton. No good. Arnold with the rebound, and then a foul here will be called on Moore. You mentioned the foul situation, so 1-on-1 free throws coming up here for Phoebe. Want to remind you, each week on Tuesdays, check out Deseret News for the latest episodes of Deseret News Rewind. Join Dusty Lister and myself as we get you up to speed with both boys and girls basketball. Let you know on all the happenings throughout the state each week on Deseret.com. Arnold missed the front end of the free throws. Another three here for the Lancers. That shot no good. Batted out. Last touch by Davis. We'll stay here with the Lancers. Also have Julian Blackman. Saw him in the house tonight. Saw him walk in, then saw him walk, off stage. No, he will be here, but a former alum of this great rivalry. Boy, those were days, huh? You had Julian and Jerice and Jesse Wade, and a lot of special moments, a lot of great showcases in this very gym. And we certainly have that opportunity again here tonight for the first matchup of the year. Inbound by Packard, thrown into Cuppet. Mabry, she went to the floor hard, just getting back up as the second chance points there from Roberts is good. Here is Tolman. Tolman looking to drive, hands it back off in the paint, and now Davis showing some patience as they give it back with Mabry on the far side. Approaching 3 minutes left here in regulation. Mabry the runner off the front of the rim, and Layton with the clear. Cuppet plays it out with Valentine. And now with Packard. Timeout, Davis. 2:45 left. You're watching Deseret News Rewind, presented by Heidemann and Associates and brought to you by the Utah Army National Guard. Reminder, the Deseret News Rewind is presented by Heidemann and Associates. If you have any legal needs, maybe you want to establish a living will and trust, got a neighborly disagreement, construction law, whatever it might be, check out the experts at Heidemann Associates. Visit utah.law or give them a call at 801-754-4240 to set up a free consultation from the experts at Heidemann and Associates. Out of the Davis timeout. 3-point try straight away, count it good. Tolman, again, when we talk about the balance on this squad, you have 5 different players averaging at least 5 points for the Darts. A lot of different girls that can contribute on any given night. Tonight has been pretty good balance as they've stretched this lead to 19 here late in the fourth. Good defense there by Tolman as she deflects it out. We'll stay here with the Lancers. Substitutions for Davis. Annie Fuller comes on the floor. Meanwhile, for the Lancers, Caitlin By the Way and Sweeten comes back on. Entry into Sweeten. That shot too strong. Here comes Davis. Pull up from Mabry. Off target. Up top with By the Way. Gives it to Packard. Taken away by the Darts. Ahead for Tolman. Too strong, and the rebound on the weak side brought down by Bonham. Hands it over, 3-point try. No good, and the rebound is to Davis. Inside of a minute left. The Davis Darts have won 2 straight coming into this one. The Lancers with an impressive start to region play. And Davis has, pretty much done that. Found points whenever they've needed them. That screen and roll game has been really good for Coach Jones and her squad. And again, we talked about the bounce back of Davis after a couple of losses. You're going to have established another winning streak, having 3 straight. We've got a foul here on the Lancers and a timeout going to be taken for Coach Jones. 30-second timeout.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along.
Davis basketball, 14 seconds left. They inbound to the sophomore Evans. Reserves getting late minutes or seconds here for both sides as Tolman will dribble it out and will expire the clock. The Davis Darts led early, led throughout. They've defeated the Layton Lancers 48-27, and they're on a 3-game win streak. Congratulations to Davis on a big road region win tonight over the Layton Lancers. For Vince Francis, my name is